Hello, beautiful people. My name is Sulaiman Yusuf Ali. I'm a growth marketing specialist here at Joy Momentum, and welcome to this episode of the Lunch and Learn podcast. And today we are going to be diving into something that's truly revolutionizing how we interact with AI tools. And I have a co-host here with me, and I will let her introduce herself.
Hello everyone, my name is Inioluwa Oyekunle, technical writer at Joint Momentum, and I am excited to be on this show today. We're going to be talking about the creative prompts for everyday innovation. I mean, creative AI prompts for everyday innovation. Thank you.
Yeah, that's right, Ini. Today we are going to be exploring creative AI prompts, unlocking innovation in everyday use. So if you've ever stared at a blank prompt box on ChatGPT, wondering what to type to get the best results from ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, we have all these new tools coming out that are able to do amazing stuff, has amazing functionalities. We have the likes of Claude, Gemini, ChatGPT, DeepSeek,
Dipsy,
Manus,
yeah,
yeah, it goes on and on and on and on. But for you to make the best use of these tools, to get the best outcome for these tools, you actually need to know how to prompt it, and you need to know exactly what you want from the tool, so that it gives you the best output. And so, if that's something you find interesting, this episode is definitely for you. So make sure to stick through, and I'm very sure there's a lot you can learn from this episode.
definitely, definitely. So, speaking of creative AI prompts. What I understand by that is basically how you ask AI to do something for you, and that is seen in how you structure your prompt and how you like basically put it into the AI entry bar so for it to give you a result. I mean, there's a huge difference between saying, tell me about, or maybe write a poem, on love, for instance, and telling AI that okay, write a poem on love, write it, assume that oh, you are a lady who is this and that, and you just give a breakdown of exactly what you want AI to bring for you. Obviously there's going to be a wide difference between tell me about love or write about love and the other way you structure your prompt to get the best out of AI. And I think that's like basically where the issue is. People just okay, AI do this. AI is not a robot. It is not, you don't expect AI to read your mind. Yeah. So you don't expect AI to read your mind. You have to like be specific. It's like, talking to an assistant or maybe talking to an intern and giving an intern task to do. You don't give vague tasks, right? Because you want to get the best um out of the intern. So how much more AI? So you also have to give something very specific and context rich so that you can get the best out of it. So that is what creative AI prompt is all about.
Yeah, any that's a wonderful take you had there. So yeah, so at the bottom of it, a creative AI prompt simply is how you ask an AI system to do something for you. But the creative part comes from comes in how you structure and frame that request. So let me give you an example, right? Because I know I've figured out that examples make the most impact and may help people understand
Yeah,
better,
definitely.
concepts better. Yeah. So it's the difference between, for example, like asking AI, tell me about climate change. Okay.
Hmm.
So what's with that prompt? It's just it's very generic. It's very
Yes, and
general.
climate change is very broad.
So
So what exactly about climate change do you want AI to tell you? Yes.
awesome. So the AI is gonna be like all over the place. It doesn't really know what
Mm-hmm.
specifically you want, so it
Yes,
can give
yes.
you really the best output. But let's say I said something like, okay, let's say create me a 5 minute lesson plan for high school students, explaining how carbon emissions affect ocean acidity, using three concrete examples and a simple experiment they can do at home. Now that's very
That's
specific.
brilliant.
Okay,
Yes,
that's like
yes, very specific.
that's to the point. That's very specific. I want 5 minute lesson. I want a 5 minute lesson plan, explaining how carbon emissions work, and also I want three concrete examples, and give me a simple experiment they could also use at home. So now I know exactly what I want. So the AI is going to give me exactly what I
Exactly
want.
what you
It's going to
want,
give me a tailored,
exactly.
a fine-tuned output instead of just generic. Tell me about climate change, because climate change is
Yeah.
very broad, and yeah, so you won't get the best results being that broad and generic. I found it to be the best when you are as specific as possible. So you need to know exactly what you want, and yeah, try to get as detailed, like as very granular as possible. Yeah, so I think that's kind of using the creative part with the like AI prompting stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a very, 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 brilliant example. And, it just stresses the fact that, when you're using these AI tools, you have to be very specific. Like I said earlier, AI is not a mind reader. So you don't expect AI to, assume, do you get that? Oh, this is what you're talking about. And the fact that, AI is actually connected with search engines, and search engines like have a wide, range of information, articles about whatever you're searching for. So you don't expect AI to just read your mind and assume that, oh, this is what you want, and then tailor it that way. No, you still have to be specific and give a lot of context so that you guide. So basically, the specificity and the context is like a guidance for AI to know what to give you. So that example is very, 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 very brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a wonderful take. Breaking it down further so that people can understand it. So basically, right, by unlocking innovation, what we mean by unlocking innovation is when you get really good at prompting, these AI tools suddenly become like dramatically more useful for like all use cases. Okay, it's like having a super smart assistant who needs very specific instructions but could give you assistance at the click of a button. So at the moment, I think I can't really think of my life right now, especially my career and my work without using AI, because it's going to make it impossible. It's going to make it very stressful and very
And slower.
yeah. It's going to make that workload a lot more tedious, because right now, honestly speaking, I use AI for pretty much everything. Okay,
Everything.
everything. Like I'm thinking of business ideas. Let's say just the other day, okay, I was thinking of a business idea. I don't want to get too detailed, okay, but it was very specific, and it was more like a local demand stuff, like local market.
Okay.
It's not like an international market. I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. Okay, this is how I plan to do it. This is what I want to invest in it, and then give me the best way to go about it. Give me the best plan to maximize and make the most profit while staying as profitable as possible. So it's basically you could prompt it with anything. Let me give another example. Let's say I want to start a business. Well, I want to start, let's say, a chicken business, for example.
Mm,
Okay, so I could say, what are some diseases? So okay, let's say I want to start a poultry business. Okay, with so birds. um, what are the processes I need to take? What are the steps I need to take to ensure zero mortality rate and a good growth rate with good feed to conversion ratio, so that I can maximize their health without my birds really dying. So like I get very specific, exactly what I wanted to do. I need to draft me like a comprehensive business plan strategy
mm.
that honestly years ago I had to pay thousands for. Okay, I had to go and reach
Yes,
out
yes, yes.
that's very experienced in that field, and then he's going to charge me thousands because okay, he knows this, but now he's not smarter than AI, and I can do it in the click of a button. So honestly speaking, yeah, so that's what I'll say: unlocking creativity, unlocking like innovation. So you have to be anything you would ask a mentor, anything you would ask as a question, anything you would put in that kind of space, you can definitely ask AI for it. Honestly speaking, whether that
Yes,
could be like business wise, that could be school, that could be personal, that could be like budgeting tips. It's very comprehensive, and I don't think there's a limit to kind of what you could ask it to do.
yes.
So
I
yeah,
mean, this your example just takes my mind back to like I think 3 days ago. So my friend and I were talking, and then she was asking me for name ideas for our business, and that is not my strong suit at all. So we decided to use AI, giving a little bit of, background information and, what she had in mind, to just come up with business name ideas, that she can use for her business. And that was what we did. If it was before, AI, would probably have spent like days, and even because naming is like a very, very significant part of of businesses. And you have to be so particular and intentional about the naming of your business, especially when you want to do registration and you find out that, oh, the name that you picked you know is already taken, and this name is already taken, and that it just saves us a whole lot of back and forth for that. And in fact, AI like it can be integrated in our everyday life, in terms of, okay, you want to even plan a budget for the month. I saw something on Instagram, and this lady, she asked AI to help her, maximize a certain amount of money. She wanted to use it to buy groceries at the grocery store. So she was specific. She said, okay, this is the particular store, right? This is the amount I want to, get, and then okay, come up with a grocery, because she said she's a Nigerian, abroad. So she said, was a Nigerian living in, I forgotten where she said she was living, right? And and then she puts it down like that, and AI, helped her draft a budget plan that would have, saved hours of, thinking, and all that. And within minutes, she was able to get a shopping list from that, and she followed it,
yeah,
and she gave her a review, and it worked. I mean, amazing, really, really amazing.
yeah. Honestly speaking, yeah. It's just mind blowing what AI could do right now. Honestly speaking, uh,
Yeah.
this I'm going to be like very specific and personal here. Honestly speaking, before like 2022, I think before ChatGPT came out, 2021,
Hmm.
2022, I honestly didn't think anything of that sort was actually possible. Honestly speaking, I didn't
Possible.
think it was possible. Yeah, even if it was possible, I thought it would come with a like huge price tag. Okay, I thought
Price tag on it.
it would cost
Yes.
like hundreds of dollars per month, which people can't really afford. But the fact that we are able to access these tools
Mm.
with basically for free, come on,
Yes.
that's just a cheat code, honestly.
It's a blessing.
Yeah, so yeah,
It is.
and I'm like, people that are not making the best use of this, like, what are you doing? Like, it's not even like there's a lot you could do with it. Like when I say
Mm.
AI, people just think ChatGPT, people just think Claude. There's a
And
whole
it's not
bunch of
just
AI tools
limited
for a
to
whole bunch.
that. Exactly.
Yeah,
And it's not just limited to that. I mean, like before I talk about that, let me digress a little. So when you were talking about using AI for your business idea, it just occurred to me how much AI has actually supported entrepreneurs and small business owners, like all over the world. Money that they would literally need to use to pay people that, oh, help me draft a business proposal or like a concept note or something, that they can do it by themselves, right? Like laying the foundational work, they can do it by themselves. At least it take them far before they probably need to like pay for services you get from like professionals, which is a huge blessing, really. It is. I just wanted to put that out there. And yeah, so speaking of
yeah,
AI, the fact that AI is not just limited to just ChatGPT alone. Yes, even the one that we use in Joint Momentum Agent. Like if I did not know before then that there's an AI tool that can create videos that would look so natural. Like you would literally think that the videos were recorded by human, like life, like human beings, right? Because I thought that, oh, okay, AI has probably not advanced up to the level of creating the perfect, video that would look like human. Like in fact, I was amazed, with the gesticulation and everything. I was really, really amazed. So like AI has gone far. You just need to be aware of the tools that are available so that you can use it to make your work easier.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with that. Honestly, yeah, what I would like to kind of go over is like the key principles of like effective prompting so that our listeners should know how to kind of go about it. I know we've already covered most of it, but I want to be like very specific so that after this video, you have something to walk away with. This is what I need to do, and that's how I need to do it. Okay, so I think of it basically as sort of a framework with a few key elements. Okay, first is specificity. You have to
Yeah.
be very specific. This is
Yes.
exactly what I want you. Let me even teach you something. Okay, let
Okay.
me get even more personal. There's something I do. I use AI to create prompts. Okay, instead of
Okay.
I prompt it, help me create prompts. I'll be like, okay, let's say I'm trying to create a prompt that would generate a very a high level article for me. For example, I'll say, okay, I'll go to ChatGPT, Claude, or DeepSeek, or Perplexity,
Okay.
any of these tools. Honestly, I'll go and be like, hey, I need you to help me, okay, create a prompt, a very detailed and granular prompt that covers all necessary areas regarding the topic that I want, okay. I want you to take all this into consideration. For example, I'll give it context. Okay, it's maybe I'm writing for a specific brand, so I'll go and find all the information of a particular brand, and I'll feed that as context, and I'll tell it, hey, write me a prompt that generates high-level articles, SEO optimized articles with the best practices in the world, like the best recorded practices in the world.
Hmm.
If I was to do that, personally, it's going to take a lot of time, and maybe I
Yes.
don't even
Yes.
have
It is. Yes.
yeah, I might not even have the creative juices to be able to come up with
Yes.
something
That fast.
as
Yeah.
yeah. So once it creates the prompt for me, because that's just the prompt, it's just generating the prompt. Then I will take that prompt and then go and put it into another AI, and then I'll get like these like top notch, awesome results that that just make sense and that just deliver a good result and stick to the intent of what I actually wanted it to do. So
Hmm.
that's something that I use. So I use AI to create the prompts to use with other AI tools. So that's one.
Hmm.
Basically the concepts I talked about, like specificity, clearly defining
Yeah.
what you want. Second is context. Yeah. So second is context. Okay.
Hmm.
Because let's just say, let's say I say, tell me about or help me create a detailed marketing strategy for company. Let's say help me create a digital marketing strategy for job momentum. Okay,
Okay.
it's not necessarily going to do a good job. Why?
Yes.
Because it might,
Definitely.
yes, job momentum. What's job momentum? Okay, I don't. It doesn't know what job momentum is. It doesn't know what we do. Okay, so it's
Mm-hmm.
going to give me very subpar like results. But if I go to Perplexity, find everything, you go on the web and find out everything about job momentum. .co.uk. This is their website. Find out everything about them, all the programs they offer, um, yeah, all the incentives they have. So I have that information now. I'll go and tell it, help me write an SEO optimized article for Job Momentum, and then in quotes, okay, I'll have the background information about Job Momentum, like the context about it, so that when it
Yeah.
actually gives me the final result, it actually gives me something tangible, something that is very specific and also yeah, on point and accurate. So it's not only about specificity, it's also about context. So
Context.
you have to keep
Yeah.
that in mind. Yeah, yeah. Third is the format. Okay, telling the AI how
Mm-hmm.
you want the information structured. And fourth
Yeah.
is perspective, asking the AI to approach the problem from a particular viewpoint. I could say, okay, I want you to write a sales script. I want you to be very persuasive. I want you to
Mm-hmm.
use a conversational tone. I want you
Mm-hmm.
to make it very sound 100% human written, without sounding salesy. I need you to build
Yeah.
trust, and I need you to approach this through this angle. Okay, like it's just like your magic wand. You
Yeah.
understand? Like it's your magic wand.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Those things you wanted to do that you really couldn't do, or it was going to give you a really hard time to do. I'm like, okay, hey, on this, like this, through this. So yeah, those are the like I think those are the like concepts you need to keep in mind
Yeah.
to like be
And
really
let me
awesome.
add something to format. So also maybe for content writing now, you could actually ask AI to implement the H1, H2, H3 format, right? And then put everything in a document for you. To provide the link and you download it and you have like a well, formatted document, which is very, very good. It saves you the hassle of, just doing it manually.
All right, guys. We are going to go for a short commercial break. We will be back in a minute, and we are going to go deeper into using AI prompts and how to get creative, and how to use this to simplify your workflows. Catch us in
All
the
right,
next few minutes.
few
We'll
minutes.
be back immediately.
Abdigani Duriye, AI and fintech innovator from Somalia. Born in 1986, Abdigani Duriye fled Somalia's civil war at age 5, relocating to the UK, where he earned a BSc in Computer Science and Mathematics, Queen Mary University, an MSc in Advanced Computing, King's College London, and a PhD in Computer Science, University College London, 2012. He kicked off his career with internships at Microsoft Research and Fuji Xerox Palo Alto, then moved to Carnegie Mellon University as a postdoctoral researcher in human-computer interaction, developing hybrid human-machine methods for smarter information retrieval. In 2012, Duriye co-founded Innovate Ventures, Somalia's first startup accelerator and tech fund. Supported by partners like Oxfam and VC4 Africa, it has invested over $150,000 in more than 50 local startups, nurturing a budding tech ecosystem. Since joining IBM Research Africa, he has led the development of machine learning systems that mine non-traditional data, like mobile phone usage, to derive credit scores for Africans without formal financial histories. This tech has enabled financial access for millions across East Africa. Duriye's global recognition includes being named a TED Global Fellow, MIT Technology Review Innovator Under 35, Next Einstein Forum Fellow, and one of Quartz's top 30 African innovators. Today, he drives AI and fintech innovation across Africa and the Middle East, mentors Somali entrepreneurs, and sits on boards like Queen Elizabeth Prize for Engineering. His career, from refugee to global AI leader, embodies resilience and a profound impact on financial inclusion and startup ecosystems.
Welcome to Join Momentum, where we're not just a company, but a community of digital innovators. At Join Momentum, our mission is simple yet powerful: to accelerate digital talents and business productivity through practical work experiences, trainee internships, and talent placement. We believe in the transformative power of hands-on experience and mentorship, so all our associates learn by doing, not just theories. Through these efforts, we build innovative products and solutions that address user needs and create value for our candidates, clients, and stakeholders. You can partner with us in our mission to accelerate digital talents and increase business productivity by working with us, hiring our talents, or investing in us. This is Join Momentum.
Tired of learning job skills from textbooks? Meet Job Simulator AI. We've built the first AI platform that lets you practice real jobs in a safe, virtual environment. It's like a flight simulator, but for careers. Practice real jobs, get real proof, build a portfolio of completed simulations, earn performance badges inspired by industry leaders, showcase verified skills to employers, get instant AI feedback on your progress. For educational institutions, be among the first schools and universities to give your students practical job experience before graduation. Limited early access spots available. For businesses, sponsor industry-specific simulations to showcase your brand, build a pipeline of practice-ready talent, connect with candidates who excel in your simulations, transform employee training and reduce onboarding time. For training providers, add hands-on practice to your existing courses, differentiate your offering with AI-powered simulations, give learners verifiable proof of practical skills, scale your training impact globally. For students and job seekers, stop wondering if you're ready for that dream job. Start practicing it today. Join our early access waitlist. Ready to revolutionize job training? Sign up for early access at www.jobsimulator.ai. The future of work is hands-on. Don't just learn it, leave it.
Welcome back to this episode of the Launch and Learn podcast, where we are going over creative AI prompts and unlocking its potential and how to use it in everyday use cases. We just covered like the framework of how to structure the prompts, basically using specificity, using context, using format, and so right now I want to just give you maybe another simple example, because I found it to be that examples actually give people the best way to understand these concepts, instead of like just giving you theory and explaining the concepts for you. I think examples do a better job at kind of showing you how to go about these frameworks. So let's say, let me see if I can apply that framework. Okay, let's say instead of saying something like instead of going to ChatGPT and saying give me marketing ideas. Okay, that's very generic, that's very basic. It's going to give you very surface level results. It's not going to give you that much targeted or good results. Okay, so basically I might say something like so I run a small, okay, try to give context, right? I run a small organic skincare business targeting environmentally conscious millennials. Okay, I'm very specific here. Generate 5 Instagram marketing concepts that highlight our sustainable packaging, formatted as bullet points with a catchy headline and 2 to 3 sentence description for each. Approach these ideas as if you're a digital marketing specialist with experience in the beauty industry.
Mm.
So that was a mouthful, okay?
Yeah.
But if you hear back, you see that I'm very specific. I'm
Specific.
giving the context. Yeah, I'm giving the context. I'm very specific. I'm giving it the format in which I want the output, and basically that's going to give me much better results compared to just like give me marketing ideas, right?
Mm.
So that's basically, yeah, that's basically how that works.
Wow, that was very, very good and detailed. Definitely, the you would get like the wealth of knowledge and information you would get from that prompt that you just shared. It's going to be way different from just giving something generic.
Yeah, basically, so to kind of show you, even to kind of break it down further, how I went about about that process.
Mm.
Okay, so I've included who the business is for.
Mm-hmm.
I've included what makes it special. I've included exactly how many ideas I want. I've included how I want them formatted, the perspective I want the AI to take, it being
Mm-hmm.
a digital marketing expert. Okay, so that's going to
Yeah.
give me much more useful result than just a vague request. So
Yeah,
okay,
that's true.
let's talk about some more. I think let's talk about some more like specific use cases, so that we could add as much value to our viewers here. Let's try to add as much value to our viewers here by giving more specific use cases, I think. So, what are some everyday situations where creative prompting can really make a difference? Okay, there are so many. Like there's so many. Writing is an obvious one. Whether it's emails, whether it's reports, whether it's creative content. But I've also seen people use creative prompts for like meal planning, right? Workout
Mm.
routines, learning subjects, brainstorming ideas, planning events, and even personal growth and reflection. For example, okay, let me try to. I like try to get the personal. For example, let's say I want to go to the gym. Okay, I want to build a V-taper physique. For example, I can go and say, okay, hey, I'm a newbie to the gymming. I want to start
Mm.
gymming. Okay, let's say let me use myself as an example to kind of give you how I will go about something like this. So I'm an ectomorph. Basically, I'm a hard gainer, so I don't gain weight easily. So as a hard gainer, what is the best way for me to gain muscle and build a V-taper physique? Maybe let's say using simple dumbbells at home or simple
Mm.
workout machinery at home without necessarily maybe having to pay for a gym membership. And what budget diet can I include in my diet? What budget items can I include in my diet that would give me a calorie boost that would
Mm.
make me gain weight, gain muscle, uh, and also building that V taper physique while also keeping the cost low without necessarily having to go to a gym. Okay, that's me using AI in a personal
Mm.
endeavor. For
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm trying to, let's say I'm trying to get bigger, I'm trying to go to the gym, I'm trying to get fit, I'm trying to get ripped, but I'm trying to do it in the budget friendly way, without necessarily having to go to the gym, maybe using my own tools. Okay, it's going to give me diet plans. For example, budget option meals I could take. For example, let's say smoothies, peanut.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe let's say there's a recipe is going to teach me using peanut butter, using bananas, using oats, without necessarily maybe having to go deeply and spend a lot of money bulking up and trying to gain that physique. Okay, so that's just a random use case. It could be really anything. You could be anything you want to do as long as you know exactly what you want to do and how you want to do it. Just ask AI, bro. Just ask it. It's going to streamline your workflow. It's going to something you would do in hours can be done in
Yeah.
minutes, basically. Like yeah, minutes. Sometimes even seconds, honestly.
Mm-hmm. That's very true. So I just remember I had a graphics designer as a friend, and so there was a time that he was designing a particular logo for a client, and so the client wanted like a lot of elements in the logo, right? And
Yeah.
he was confused as to how to, incorporate all the elements you get without, with the logo looking very good, right? And still not losing its essence in that sense. So we decided to, I just, okay, told him, oh, okay, send me the details. Let me know like where, you're having this blocker. So he did, and then I went to ChatGPT, and then I gave a very detailed prompt for it, and I was also listing each of the elements that the client wanted in the logo. And so ChatGPT actually like brought out like different logo options, and then we saw one that resonated perfectly with what the client was looking for. So he just used that as an inspiration to now develop the actual thing which the client eventually loved. So yes, AI is really really a useful tool, and that's actually saved time because he had been stuck on it for days, right? And within minutes, we're able
Yeah.
to, get something out of it.
Yeah, so as you can see, there's like all these creative ways to use AI to
Hmm.
streamline your workflows, to make life easier, to do a whole bunch of cool stuff with. For example, okay, I use AI. I use AI to create websites now. I use AI to create websites. I use AI to create, like, when I say websites, I mean like fully coded websites.
Oh,
Something
wow.
just a few years ago was was somehow practically impossible, right? Just imagine having no development skills, having no coding skills, and being able to build like MVPs of websites from a
Hmm.
single line of prompt. Okay, I'm not even like I would say like help me create a prompt that will generate a website, that will generate maybe a tool. Okay, a tool, a web app that does so with all the necessary features that
Hmm.
need to be included. That's all I need to tell it. It's going to give me a very detailed prompt, and I'm just going to take that prompt, go to these AI tools that for development, and I'm going to have a custom developed website, fully coded website
Website. Hmm.
in
Wow.
minutes or two. You understand? Like,
Wow.
it's
Yeah,
just mind-boggling, the
it is.
use cases and the effects of these tools. So before I we start to go deeper into this, I would like to share one more, or maybe you could call it strategy.
Okay.
Okay, it's like one technique I found to be very powerful is what sometimes called, okay, chain of thought prompting. Okay, where you ask the AI to walk through its reasoning step by step. Right now, you don't really need to do that because there's all these new models. There's like deep research with these AI tools. They are able to reason now. They are able to search the web. So it's just even getting better, like day by day. Like it's amazing.
Yes.
So, for example, let me break the like chain of thought prompting and how that will work in practice. So, instead of saying what's the best approach for my marketing strategy, I'll just say, uh, let's think through my marketing strategy. Okay, let's say I give you the marketing strategy. Okay, let's think through my marketing strategy step by step. First, I want you to analyze my target audience of urban professionals, right? Age 25 to 40, for example. Second, consider my budget constraints of so dollars, like
Mm-hmm.
$1,000, let's say monthly. And then third, evaluate which channels will be most effective given all these factors. Fourth, I'll say suggest a specific content strategy for those channels you outlined. So I basically feeded it a bunch of multi-faceted chain of thought. So it starts from one step, and then it goes to the next, and then it goes to the next, and then it goes to the next, based off like a chain of events. Okay, so that's why I
Hmm.
can kind of call it chain of thought
Chain of thought.
prompting. So basically, you are kind of guiding the AI through a structured thinking process, almost like creating a framework for its response.
Yes. So I think another application would be in learning. So I was working on a particular project and I was stuck with a particular equation, and I'd read journals. I mean, a whole lot of journals. I'd watched YouTube to get understanding, but I still, I still had like a blocker basically, and I was wondering how I was going to solve the equation to, make it do what I wanted to do. So I used AI. I told it to explain the equation, and based on the values I had, because I didn't even have like the complete values now. So, based on the values I add, is there a way I can still, use this equation to get to get the desired result? And to my surprise, to my surprise, AI did it. I mean, in fact, my mind was really, like, it was literally blown away. Basically, I mean, this is something that before I even thought of using I already spent like weeks on it, and then when it finally clicked within minutes, and then that was it. I mean, it's really, really a very useful tool. So it's
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, you nailed that on the head. It's amazing. Sometimes
mm,
I still get baffled. Honestly speaking, people might think I'm just like overemphasizing it, but I actually do get baffled a lot of times to just how different things are. I don't know, like maybe
yeah,
people how they used to do stuff before, but like if I do something in like a few minutes to like few minutes, few seconds, few minutes, I'm like, do you know how long that would take? Like 2 years ago,
yeah. Do you get?
like a few years
I
ago,
know,
do you know
right?
like how impossible this sounds? Like that I'm able to even do this in the amount of time that I'm able to do it in. It's like wow, like honestly, I love AI. I just,
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely
AI
love
has
it. I
come to
can't
save
see
the
myself
world.
going a day without using it. Yeah, it just does a whole lot of good stuff. Okay, so I will also want to give. I just like giving like more specific examples so that
Samples.
people could take something away. Yeah. So once you watch the video, you can actually start using it for your own life, for your own workflows, for your own like creative pursuits. I will just give you some ideas on how I use it. Then maybe hopefully that will also translate to you by giving you maybe ideas on how you can use it for your own work, right? Now, for example, let's say I want to prompt it, for example, to help me with my professional development. Okay, so
Okay.
I'll say something like, okay, I am a digital marketing specialist. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm looking to develop my skills in, let's say, workflow automation. I need you to help me create a 30-day learning plan that includes
Mm,
three specific skills to focus on. Maybe let's
mm-hmm.
say three specific automation tools to focus on, for example. Okay. Daily activities requiring 20 minutes or less, ways to measure improvement to see if I'm
Mm,
actually making improvement on those skills, and then resources like books, videos, exercises tailored to my current skill level. So it's going to give me like a comprehensive uh,
yeah,
learning plan. Honestly speaking, with AI, most times I don't need to go and learn anything. Like I don't need to ask.
yeah.
Uh, for example, there's a time before you need to go and find a mentor. You need to go and find someone who's very skilled in a, like specific field or something. Like getting access to these people is not easy. Right now I could
Yes.
just come and be like, okay, hey, I'm learning so skill, and I don't really understand this concept. Okay, for example, I could have questions, a lot of questions regarding the topic that maybe I don't have like specific answers to. I couldn't find on Google. I couldn't find any YouTube videos that explained about it. Now I could
Mm-hmm.
just go to AI and be like, hey, I don't understand this concept. I've tried using this. I've tried doing that. It didn't work. What can I do that will simplify my workflow and actually work? So I've tried this. It didn't work. I've tried that. It didn't work.
I
What
didn't
can I
want
do that could actually work and help me go through this process step by step, make it very granular so that like a 5 year old would understand.
Mm,
I couldn't do that before. Okay, but with AI, it gives you the ability to be able to do something like this.
yeah.
Another one for I want to give another specific one for like solving
Okay.
problems. I just went over it, but I want to be more like specific. Let's say I'm facing a challenge with a specific issue. Okay, the context is give it a relevant background. I've tried this, it didn't work. Analyze the situation from these perspectives, and then suggest, give me like five potential solutions that could work with
Mm,
pros and cons for each. So this is like a problem solving prompt. I'm giving it all the context, everything I've tried,
yeah.
field I'm working on, what are the problems I have, and what I need to do. So honestly speaking, if you can prompt it like this, if you can prompt these tools like this, I think you would have you it will do a lot for your personal life and also for your like workflows
Yes.
and
Then finally, before we round up, I want to say that even for your personal development now, say for LinkedIn, for example, for somebody that is maybe like a recent graduate, or somebody that is just trying to like build a LinkedIn profile and is confused, on what to put out there every like day, especially somebody that wants to like put out consistent content to build personal brand. You can actually use AI for these things, and it will give you like a creative content plan that you can follow through to build your personal brand. That's just the addition I wanted to make to everything that has been said today.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Honestly, so those are all like fantastic starting points that our
Mm,
listeners could customize for their own specific needs, because everybody's needs are kind of different, or we all have different roles, we all have different lives, we all have different
yeah.
passions, hobbies. Yeah, so it's basically it's customizable to whatever whoever you are and whatever you do. And
Mm,
yeah, absolutely, I encourage everyone to keep experimenting and refining their prompting skills.
yes. Yes.
It's like learning a new language, right?
Mm-hmm.
It gets easier and more intuitive with practice. Well, I think we've covered this at least somewhat in depth, and so that at least to give the listeners an overview, like a bird's eye view of
Okay.
how all this works and how to get creative with prompting. This will bring us to the end of today's episode on creative AI prompts. Ini, thank you so much for exploring this fascinating topic
Thank
with
you
me.
for
It
having
was
me.
lovely having this conversation with you.
Same
And
here.
yeah, bye bye, guys. This will bring
Bye.
us to the end of this episode of the Launch and Learn podcast,
Podcast.
where we went over creative AI prompts and unlocking its creative use in everyday life.
Yeah. Bye.
Next episode on Join Momentum Launch and Learn podcast.
Welcome to Join Momentum, where we're not just a company, but a community of digital innovators. At Join Momentum, our mission is simple yet powerful: to accelerate digital talents and business productivity through practical work experiences, trainee internships, and talent placement. We believe in the transformative power of hands-on experience and mentorship, so all our associates learn by doing, not just theories. Through these efforts, we build innovative products and solutions that address user needs and create value for our candidates, clients, and stakeholders. You can partner with us in our mission to accelerate digital talents and increase business productivity by working with us, hiring our talents, or investing in us. This is Join Momentum.
Tired of learning job skills from textbooks? Meet Job Simulator AI. We've built the first AI platform that lets you practice real jobs in a safe, virtual environment. It's like a flight simulator, but for careers. Practice real jobs, get real proof, build a portfolio of completed simulations, earn performance badges inspired by industry leaders, showcase verified skills to employers, get instant AI feedback on your progress. For educational institutions, be among the first schools and universities to give your students practical job experience before graduation. Limited early access spots available. For businesses, sponsor industry-specific simulations to showcase your brand. Build a pipeline of practice-ready talent. Connect with candidates who excel in your simulations. Transform employee training and reduce onboarding time. For training providers, add hands-on practice to your existing courses. Differentiate your offering with AI-powered simulations. Give learners verifiable proof of practical skills. Scale your training impact globally. For students and job seekers, stop wondering if you're ready for that dream job. Start practicing it today. Join our early access waitlist. Ready to revolutionize job training? Sign up for early access at www.jobsimulator.ai. The future of work is hands-on. Don't just learn it, leave it.